One of the mashayikh one time that taught me when I was younger, told me a story. I don't think he told me that for a reason. This is when I was growing up, very young. I think I was maybe year 4, year 5. Sorry, not year 4, year 5, maybe year 7 at the time. Came down to Leicester to participate in this Quran school, this Quran summer school. And I love stories, just like everybody loves stories, right? So hey, we enjoy it. And especially if these stories have a benefit, it's worth mentioning. So he told me a story of a group of brothers who went out to travel. However, they had a sister. They had a sister. And before traveling out, they went to a sheikh and they said, we're extremely zealous and protective of our younger sister. We're leaving her behind. Right? We have this fear that someone may seduce her, entice her. What is it that we can do? You know what the sheikh said to them? Just make sure you safeguard the boundaries that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set for you. Make sure that you safeguard the boundaries that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set for you in terms of how you should treat women or how you should deal with the opposite gender. They were like, is that it? And my sister will be protected. So, yeah, go. So they got off. So what happened was, they got off. They settled at wherever they were planning to stay in. One of them decided to go to the shop. Came across this woman that was extremely, extremely attractive. He couldn't hold himself except to reach out to her hand. And then she said, Astaghfirullah, you shouldn't be doing this. And he said, yes, I shouldn't be doing this. And he went back to his home. What happened after that? Later on, to cut a very long story short, they came back to their home. And their sister was extremely distraught at something that happened. And she kept on saying, I'm extremely distraught and I don't know how to explain to you guys and whatever have you. She said, somebody knocked the door. I opened it. I thought it was you guys who came back. And then he reached out to my hand and grabbed me. And he asked me to have a relationship with him. And I told him, fear Allah. I told him, fear Allah. So they went to the sheikh. And they were like, Sheikh, you said kada wa kada wa kada, that if we, safeguard the boundaries that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set for us in terms of how we should deal with women, then our sister would be safe and nobody would do anything to her. So the sheikh, he looked at all three of them and he could see in the eyes of one of them that he was the guilty one. They were like, we didn't do anything. And the sheikh looked at that brother. Is that true? Did you guys not do anything? And then he related the incident and they looked at each other in shock. And then it began to make sense. It began to make a lot of sense. Is that clear, brothers and sisters? كَمَا تُدِينُ تُدَانُ. A lot of brothers, they want to mess around with sisters, right? They want to have these inappropriate discussions with the opposite gender. But the moment someone does the exact same with their own siblings, becomes upset.